Well, here is the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 High Country. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles just like this here in Canada. So if you like car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over what different trims or models that you get with the Silverado 1500s. I'm also going to talk about the safety features that you get with this particular High Country trim. Also the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. And also thank you to Applewood Chevy, Buick, GMC here in Mississauga for allowing me to review their Silverado High Country. And this particular High Country does have quite a few upgraded options that are added to it, so I'll add the window sticker on the screen here right now so you can kind of pause the video and take a look at exactly what it has. As for the different models you can get with the Silverado 1500s, this includes the WT, Custom Trail Boss, LT, RST, LT Trail Boss, LTZ, High Country, and the ZR2. And depending on the model that you pick, you can also get this in two-wheel drive. Plus, there are different configurations that you can also pick. And again, this will depend on the model that you choose. As for the safety features that you get with this High Country, this includes the enhanced automatic braking, front pedestrian braking, rear cross traffic braking, front and rear park assist, HD surround vision, trailer side blind zone alert, rear pedestrian alert. You also get the Chevy Assist, which has the automatic emergency braking, forward collision alert, following distance indicator, and the lane keep assist with lane departure warning. As for what powers this High Country, it has the upgraded 6.2 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine, which gives you 420 horsepower and 460 pound-foot of torque. And here are the numbers for towing and payload and whatnot, and I'm not sure exactly why it's showing 0 for the trailering information, but with this engine type, you can tow about 13,000 pounds give or take when equipped right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the 2025 Silverado 1500 High Country. Now starting things off in the front here, you can see since this is in white, this still looks very nice, especially all of the chrome bits and pieces that this has. So the front here, you do get a body color bumper, and I do like, and I also mentioned this in my previous 1500 videos, is I like how they separated the front bumper from the rest of the body. And down here, you're gonna find this trim in chrome that runs across, which also houses the LED fog lights. There's also the chrome tow hooks up in the front here and the front safety sensors that run across. Now moving into the grille area, I really like how they designed this. Again, with the silver and black pieces, it definitely stands out, especially this truck being in white. And there's not a whole lot going on, so it doesn't look all like crowded or ugly or anything like that. I like the subtle look, especially the chrome bars that run across. Plus there's also like these gloss black inserts on the inside, and on the outside you see all of the chrome. In the center here you do have the blacked out Chevy badging, and also within the chrome here you do have the engraved High Country. And if you look right below the Chevy badge, down here you do have a front-facing camera with a washer. Now on the sides here, you do have more of the gloss black trimming right there. And I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, but you kind of see it here. You do have the venting on the bumpers on the corners, which is on both of the sides. And then you've got these very nice looking LED lights. I really like the sleek, thin look on these. And then you see kind of like the daytime running one, which is uniquely designed as well. So overall, the front end is very unique. Now up on the hood, you do have kind of like the designing there, but this also has the 6.2 liter chrome badging, and on this side you have it as well. Now if we come to the side of the High Country here, the nice looks definitely continue with all of like the chrome, black, everything just suits the vehicle perfectly. Now if we go to the top here, you do have a power sunroof that is with this truck. And around the windows, typically you would have like the black rubber piecing, which you do see it at the top there. However, with this truck, you do have the chrome along the bottom there, and then this middle section in gloss black, so everything pops out. Even the door handles, you do get them in chrome, and these of course complement the vehicle with all of the chrome bits and pieces that it has. Even the side mirror, you have the top section not in chrome, but like this satin aluminum trimming, And then the bottom section is in the black plastic. You got the lighting here, and this also has the side view cameras. So the whole 360 package, which I'm going to show you inside. Over on the fender here, you do have the chrome high country badging, and then along the sides of the vehicle on both of the sides you have the chrome stripping right there, which also has the Silverado engraved in it. And there's also these side steps, which are in black and chrome. Ton of chrome on this truck, but hey, I'm not complaining. And as for these wheels, these are very, very nice looking wheels. These are your gloss black aluminum wheels, and they complement the truck perfectly. You've also got the chrome Chevy badge there in the center cap, and these are your 22-inch wheels. And as you can see, when I step back, it doesn't look all that awful on this truck because it is a pickup truck, of course, and having 22s on this definitely complement it. All right, let's come to the rear of the high country here. The similar looks continue back here as well. Just like the front, back here you do have the body color bumper there, and on the corners here you do have the built-in steps on both of the sides. So if you are using this as a work truck, you can definitely hop inside or tie whatever you need to tie with ease. There's also the chrome exhaust outlets on both the sides, and you've got your hitch right there in the center, and underneath you do have your spare tire. Now up by the license plate area you do have your towing outlets and whatnot, and then also back here you have your rear safety sensors. Now moving into the tailgate area, here you'll find the chrome Silverado badging, and then the massive Chevrolet etching, and also of course the high country badging in chrome. Now up by the tailgate handle button area, whatever you want to call it, not only do you have a backup camera, but there's also a hitch camera. All right, so let's open up the tailgate here. You just press this and it pops open. Now not only is this power opening, but if you just give it a little tap there, it just closes as well. So this is very convenient. So back here you do have the spray in bed liner, which is always a must-have, especially if you're going to utilize the bed so it doesn't get all scratched up. Now back here you have the hooks in all of the corners there, and back here you also find the LED bed lighting, which is on both of the sides, and you do have a 120 volt outlet back here. You also get the nice Chevy logo there within the bed liner. And if you look up top, not only do you have of course your light and whatnot, but you have the two cameras. You've also got the rear power sliding window in the center there. All right, now let's head inside to the rear and take a look at what we have going on. You've got a nice subtle all black interior with bits and pieces of some things that do stand out, which I'm going to cover in a second. Now down here you've got quite a bit of room to put whatever you need, and of course your cup holder space. You've got the speaker back here with the aluminum plating, and then even like more aluminum around it. And then if we move up into the armrest area, not only do you have the black leather, but you have like this brownish stitching that you'll notice throughout the whole interior. However, up here now you kind of have like this perforated trimming, which definitely looks unique, with more chrome trimming, and then this nice elegant looking wood trim piece, which again you'll notice this throughout the interior as well. As for the rear seats, you do get leather seating, which obviously is the best thing to have. They're very, very comfortable, and not only that, but the rear seats are also heated on this. And if you look closely, if you see this thing in person, you're gonna see a lot of attention to detail. Not only do you have like the perforated middle sections, but I don't know if the camera is gonna pick it up, but like within the perforated sections behind it, you do see the hint of the brown, like the stitching I shown you. So it runs across the whole middle section, and more of the stitching here with the gray stitching right there, and then the piping, which is also a very, very nice touch. And if that wasn't enough, both of these side seats do have the in-seat storage compartments. So if you open it up here, you can definitely go ahead and store, I don't know, quite a few things or quite a few small things, and then you can just tuck it away and hide it away. Now if you go ahead and pull down the center here, this will have your rear cup holders. Now lifting up the rear seats here, you do have some more storage space underneath, so you can put your tools, groceries, bags, whatever you want, just tuck it underneath and cover it with the seat. Also, behind the driver and passenger seats, you do have mat pockets for that additional storage. And over on the rear console area here, you've got more cup holders with more chrome trimming. You've got the heated seat buttons for the rear, more chrome trimming, venting, and USB ports there. All right, let's head to the front to see what is different. Now, there's not a whole lot that's different from the rear. However, you do have more space down here and 2 spots for cup holders. And this does have, I didn't mention it in the rear, but this does have the Bose sound system. And you can see how massive the front speaker is. The rest of the stuff is pretty identical to the rear. But up on the front here, you also have another High Country badge. And then your typical window and side mirror controls and the driver memory seat buttons. Now, as for the front seats here, these are just like the rear and just as comfy. Not only do they come heated, but they're also ventilated. And a nice touch on the front seats, you do have the High Country stitched in to the headrest, so nice little touch. And overall, I love the color combination of the interior. And the front seats do come power adjustable. And for those of you that are always asking about the numbers, the weight, and all of that, the sticker on the side here, so here you go. Here's all of the numbers. So if you want to pause the video, go ahead, and yeah, they're all here. And I'm not sure exactly why it's showing 0 for the trailering information. And on the bottom here, the door sill protector, you do have the nice chrome High Country piece there. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals. Right above that, you've got your hood latch release, and moving up, you got your electronic parking brake, all of the different modes, towing and whatnot, and then all of your lighting controls right there. And your steering wheel is power adjustable. You'll also notice not only more gloss black around this whole section here, which I'm going to touch on inside, more chrome trimming, but this truck does have heads-up display, so all of those controls will be right there. Also, when you go ahead and close the door, you are going to have this nice animation that plays on the touchscreen and the digital cluster. All right, now entering inside of the High Country, your dashboard is covered in hard and soft material. Not sure if the camera is showing this, but you do have more of the nice bronze stitching. There's also the speakers in both of the corners there. And this one does have the heads-up display. So you guys know I love the heads-up displays because everything is just displayed in front of you, so you really don't have to take your eyes off the road. Now moving into the fully digital cluster area, I love the designing on this, the colors that they chose, just everything, how it's laid out. It's nice, sleek, and everything is just really good about it. This is a 12.3 inch cluster area. So on this, you can do quite a few things and see quite a few different types of information. So all of the controls are right here. If I press right, you're gonna have all of these symbols that come up. Now, if I go into display layout, I can have it as a classic. So as you can see, it switches it to this type of a view. The progressive one you just saw, if you want to go full digital, you've got that nice look as well. If you want a nice clean look, well, you've got that option as well. So everything is laid out like this. I'm going to go back to the progressive. I think that looks the best in my opinion. And now if I go back, you can also change each of the sections and even the bottom here. So if I go to left side info, I can again see all of this information and kind of change it to whatever I want. And it's the same thing for the right side. I can again change it all to whatever I want or have nothing. And then the lower part here, right now it's on medium, so it's gonna display all of that. If I go to minimum, it kind of changes the type of information that you see or how much that you see. If you go to maximum, it's going to show you a bunch more things. Now, as for the steering wheel, this is wrapped in leather and it does come heated. You've also got the traditional Chevy logo color there. And then if you noticed around here, the trimming, this is kind of like in this nice dark granite color, and it definitely looks nice and subtle because you really have to pay attention to the nice details. Now over on the left side here, you've got all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and then your heated steering wheel button. Over on the other side, you've got your Bluetooth, phone, and then all of the cluster controls. And behind the steering wheel, there's also the paddle shifters. And I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up, but you do have these buttons here, which are on both of the sides. And on the left side at the back, you have your controls for your high beams, indicators, wipers, and whatnot. Now over on the center armrest area, you can see it's pretty big. And then the same trimming, or not the trimming, but like the perforated sections that you saw on the seats, it continues over here with the stitching and all of that. So opening this up, you do have this piece here, which I'm going to take out. But you do have this tray, which you can store quite a few things on this. But if you do want to pop this out, there's a bunch more space in this down in here. And you do have more of the USB ports and another outlet here. And in the center here, you do have this for your phone holder, and it's a wireless charging pad. Now, along the sides of the center console here, not only is there more chrome trimming, but also the nice wood trimming. You also have more storage space along the sides, and you'll notice this on the passenger side as well. All right, so on the center console here, you do have some space here, your cup holders with more chrome trimming around it, and then your handy dandy nice little shifter there, and more space up here. And then you move into this area, which is gonna have your start stop button and a ton of gloss black, along with your trailer brake controller, and then all of the heating and cooling temperature controls, the heated seat controls, the vented controls, and then passenger side over there, and more USB ports there. Moving up, and in between all of this is more of that granite trim that I've shown you on the steering wheel, and chrome trimming which stretches across. And then right below the touchscreen here, you do have quite a few buttons. So you've got your lane keep here, parking sensors to turn them on or off, auto start stop, tailgate button to close it and open it, hazards, traction control, and if I press this, it's going to open all 4 windows. I'm not going to do that because it's freezing outside. And then we move into this beautiful screen. This is a 13.4 inch touchscreen with Google built in. So on here, you can do a bunch of things and go through a bunch of settings. The controls that you see on the side here is pretty much what I'm going to be covering on the main screen. And this is going to be your first page. Then you have another page with more things. So let's go to the first page, and also you have a mini little screen here, which I'm going to touch on after as well. On the screen here, you have your audio section for your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, news, USB, Alexa, and podcasts. Next is your map section here, which does have Google built in, like I mentioned. Next is your phone section. Once you do have your phone paired to the vehicle, you can manage it all here. Then you've got your cameras. Like I was mentioning, this has the 360 camera view. So let me just turn on the bird's eye view. So here you see, you've got the bird's eye view and then your front camera, which is highlighted here. If I press it again, it's going to show me my rear camera. You've also got the rear top camera and then the front top camera there. Also, the side cameras for the front, and then they face back as well. You've also got the hitch camera, and not only that, but in the bed, you've got your camera here as well. And then there's other ones like the trailer ones that are not highlighted right now because the trailer is not connected, of course. Then you've just got your Google Assistant and Play Store. There's also the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay once you do have your phones connected. Swiping over, there is this trailering section, which you're going to find your trailering things. So adding a trailer, using a guest trailer, accessories, and whatnot. There's also the climate section, which you can control through here or through down here. I prefer using the touchscreen, it's much easier. Then next to that is the Wi-Fi hotspot, and then your settings here. You've got quite a few things that you can kind of go through and customize of the vehicle, so a ton of information on this. Then you've got Alexa, My Chevy, podcasts, and then news. Now over on the smaller section of the screen, you can go through a ton of different information as well there. So if I go to the very first thing, you have your map section here that you can see, and then also use the screen here. Also, if you look up top on the dash here, behind the screen, you do have more small open storage space. And here's the key fob and what it looks like for the high country here. It's a typical Chevy key. Now up top, you've got your rear view mirror. Not only that, but if you do this, it becomes a digital rear view mirror. And up top here, you've got quite a few things. So you've got your interior lighting, your garage controls, the sunroof controls on both the sides. The middle section here is for your rear power sliding window, and then OnStar and SOS. All right, coming to the passenger side here. As I was mentioning, on the driver's side, you have more space on this side, and then on the dash here, you have this massive piece in that beautiful wood trimming, and this does open up, which does uncover your hidden storage compartment area. And you can also utilize your typical glove compartment. Here is the window sticker for this truck and the options it has added to it. The MSRP you see is in Canadian dollars, and this may be minus any discounts if available. Well, that does it for the review on this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 High Country. Let me know what you think of this truck. Do you love it or do you hate it?